Machiavellian is Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot.
They don't know the deal, double G. They don't know, but mine gets down with me until the day I die. I said my niggas down with me till the day I die. You hoes know. Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on the couch and beg up to let you sleep in the house? Now it's all about Versace. You copy my style.
She asked me, how you feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I told her the truth. Them was my homeboys before Pac got on death row. I used to come to Bad Boy. These is my dudes.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, what up? This your homie Gab. Welcome to Machiavelli Media. Let's get right into it. One of my last videos, I talked about Snoop Dogg saying Tupac brought negativity to death row. And I left a lot out that video because I knew I wasn't done with the topic. Now, it's very true that yes, Tupac brought his own set of problems over to death row. His own, drama, should I say, with Bad Boy Records. But for the record, Death Row was a label that was created, that circulated around drama. It was started with dirty money from a big-time drug lord. Suge Knight bullied his way up the ladder into the music industry. He strong-armed other CEOs and owners of record labels, executives, to get where he was, including his artists like Dr. Dre, who is a lot of speculation how he got Dr. Dre from Eazy-E. Death Row was no stranger to beefing. Snoop Dogg had his own run-ins with the law. He was on trial for murder before Tupac got there. Dr. Dre had assaulted a female, and D. Barnes, and countless run-ins with the law at the time, along with beef with other rap artists like Luke and Tim Dog, and Eazy-E's roster at Ruthless. So Death Row was no boys' choir. So for Snoop Dogg to insinuate that Tupac came and brought some kind of bad vibes or negativity was totally off basis because those things already existed before Tupac got there. But this ain't no Snoop hate. I just wanted to clear that up and throw that out there to conclude that part of the conversation. But for the second part that I want to get into today is, was Snoop Dogg right for his stance in the whole Biggie-Tupac beef? And was Tupac right for being mad at Snoop Dogg? Only people that know what was really going on. But here's my opinion of the situation. And maybe you'll agree with me, and maybe you won't. But that's the beauty of what we do. We can rap. Y'all know me. We can talk. We can chop it up. Holler at me in the comment sections. I'm curious to know what y'all think. I always encourage you guys to talk amongst each other because I like reading the back and forth. Shit. Because what we doing right here is big. And it's keeping the homie Pac, keeping him alive, keeping him going, you know what I mean? So this is constructive and this is definitely good right here. Let's start. All right, so look, here you got Snoop Dogg. Now, Snoop Dogg claimed that he was cool with Puffy and Biggie before Tupac got there. Which is crazy to me because back to the negativity that Tupac so-called brought to death row, because everybody knows that Suge Knight already had beef with Puffy and it led, allegedly, to one of his homeboys being murdered at a party before Tupac got there. So how are you cool knowing Suge is this hot, temperamental boss? He get upset quick. How you cool with the guy he beefing with? Did Suge know that? I bet he didn't. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I bet he didn't know Snoop was cool with them niggas. And if he did, it would have been a problem. Well, anyway, somebody lost their life. I think his name was Big Jake. And it happened at a Jermaine Dupri party, and it was a run-in with Puffy and Bad Boy. Allegedly. Before Pac, now it's before Pac. Now Snoop saying, these are his friends. Snoop would later go on and say that he would sneak and catch planes out to New York and chill with Puffy and Biggie. He used the word sneak, not me. He would sneak and do these things. All right? So along comes Tupac with his beef with Bad Boy. Some people say Tupac knew that they didn't have anything to do with the quad shootings. I don't know. But the only thing I know is Tupac definitely laid some blame at Biggie and Puffy and Bad Boy's feet for that. These are Tupac's words once again. All right? So now you got Tupac coming over to death row, which is already, engulfed in the beef with Bad Boy. And he's got a personal problem with these guys. And just like Snoop Dogg, one time Tupac was friends with Biggie and Puffy as well. Here's the blurry part. Here's the part that it's the little murky that people can't really tell, but this is what I think happened. Do I think Tupac would get mad at Snoop for not wanting to ride on Bad Boy and Biggie? Maybe. Because you heard Lady of Rage saying Tupac wanted her to diss Little Kim. And she was like, I ain't dissing Kim. Just because you got beef with them, I don't. And Tupac got mad. All right, well, when they talk about you, don't come to me, blah, blah, blah. And she told Pac, I don't need a whole army to fight my battles. These were Rage words, right? This is what I think. I think if Snoop would have been honest with Tupac from the beginning and said, dude, I don't have no problem with them. Those my peoples. Maybe I could help try to squash it. You know what I mean? Maybe I can get in the middle and try to stop this bullshit before it go any further. I think Pac would have respected that a little bit more. I think the problem was when they was back in L.A. in the studio or just kicking it, Snoop was co-signing all of this shit. Yeah, whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, fuck them type of shit. Because the Outlaws said it's songs with Snoop Dogg actually dissing Biggie and dissing Puffy. And y'all seen the New York video, they got their trailer shot the fuck up. All right? So Snoop was down until they got to New York. And like Snoop said, Nas had 100 goons around him. His life flashed before his eyes. And he went straight to the New York radio station with Angie Martinez and said, I don't got no beef with Puffy and Bad Boy. I love him. And that's what pissed Pac off. That's what did it right there. Nigga, you was back home foaming at the mouth. Nigga, we had to hold you back. You got to New York and put your hands together and your tail went between your legs. And I think that pissed Tupac off the most. You heard Snoop saying that ride home from New York was very uncomfortable. Very. Matter of fact, he said he feared for his life. That's how pissed Tupac was. Didn't have no more rap for him in life. Now, can you blame Snoop for not wanting to get in it? Looking at how things ended up, maybe it was a good decision. But what made them mad is that he was in it. Behind the scenes, he was in the shit. But some people will call that bitching up. I'm not sure what Snoop would call it. I never heard Snoop say he dissed Biggie on a song. But these songs are out there. And if they ever show up one day, I would like to hear Snoop's reaction to it. But, you know, who knows where those recordings are. I would love to hear them, I really would. But yeah, I think that's what got Tupac mad at Snoop the most. Because Snoop was 100% with it. He was down for the ride. And when it was time to ride, he switched up. He switched up. He wasn't accountable. And, you know, he just went, you know, I ain't gonna say bitched out, but he just, you know, I got love for them dudes while he was there with those dudes. While he was in, you know, in New York, he changed his whole story. But real talk, y'all, in all honesty, I think Snoop knew how real this shit was. He knew it wasn't no joke. He knew Pac was getting niggas hit over this shit. And I think he also knew, because Bad Boy wasn't playing with him, he knew last time they went to New York and he got his trailer shot up, he knew Bad Boy wasn't playing either. And he ain't want to get in it. And unfortunately, you saw what happened to Pac and Biggie. So I think it got too real for Snoop, and Snoop backed the fuck out. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Please share and like this video. And tell me what you think. Was Snoop bluffing? Was he selling wolf tickets when he was with Pac back at Death Row, riding on them niggas? And when he got to New York, did he change his whole shit up? Or was he never down for the beef from the beginning? Is that why Tupac was mad? Because Snoop just wouldn't ride with him? I don't know. Some of y'all think you do. Let me hear it. Please share the video, subscribe to the channel, Machiavelli Media. I'm your homie Gab, I'm back, and let's go.
Machiavelli in this, Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot.